Welcome to Algiomulus Prep Academy. Today we will be learning about L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule states that if the numerator and denominator to a limit are both equal to 0 or infinity, then they equal their derivative to the same limit. Let's take a look at problem 1. Evaluate the limit 2x squared minus 5x minus 25 over 6x minus 30 as x approaches 5. First, take the limit of 2x squared minus 5x minus 25 over 6x minus 30 by plugging in 5 into x. You should get 0 over 0, which is an indeterminate form. Since we got the indeterminate form 0 over 0, L'Hopital's rule applies. Take the derivative of the numerator 2x squared minus 5x minus 25 and the derivative of 6x minus 30. You should get 4x minus 5 over 6. Take the limit of 4x minus 5 over 6 by plugging in 5 into x. You should get 15 over 6, which is simplified into 5 over 2. Make sure to state the limit of x to 5 of 2x squared minus 5x minus 25 over 6x minus 30 is equal to 5 over 2. Now let's take a look at example 2. Evaluate the limit x to the power of negative 4 times square root of x as x approaches infinity. The limit as x approaches infinity of x to the power of negative 4 square root of x can be simplified to the limit as x approaches infinity of square root of x over x to the power of 4. Plug in infinity and solve to get infinity over infinity, the indeterminate form. Since we got the indeterminate form, infinity over infinity, L'Hopital's rule applies. Take the derivative of the numerator, square root x, and the derivative of the denominator, x to the power of 4, and you should end up with the limit as x approaches infinity of 1 over 8x cubed times square root x. Now take the limit of 1 over 8x cubed times square root x as x approaches infinity and plug in infinity into x. You should end up with 1 over infinity, which is 0. Make sure to include that the limit of as x approaches infinity of x to the power of negative 4 square root x is equal to 0. Example 3 states, evaluate the limit negative 5e to the power of 2x over x squared as x approaches infinity. Take the limit of negative 5e to the power of 2x over x squared by plugging in infinity into x. You should end up with negative infinity over infinity, which is the indeterminate form. Since we got the indeterminate form negative infinity over infinity, L'Hopital's rule applies. Take the derivative of the numerator, negative 5e to the power of 2x, which should end up being negative 10e to the power of 2x, and take the derivative of the denominator x squared, which should end up being 2x. Take the limit of negative 10e to the power of 2x over 2x by plugging infinity into x. You should get negative infinity over infinity, which is an indeterminate form. Since we got the indeterminate form negative infinity over infinity again, L'Hopital's rule applies. Take the derivative of the numerator, negative 10e to the power of 2x, which should end up being negative 20e to the power of 2x. Take the derivative of the denominator, 2x, which should end up being 2. Simplify the limit negative 20e to the power of 2x over 2, make it negative 10e to the power of 2x, then plug in infinity into x to take the limit, and then you should end up with negative infinity. Make sure to state the limit at the beginning of the problem is equal to negative infinity. Thank you for watching Algeomulus Prep Academy. Subscribe and like for more.